นับสนุนโดยช้าง
ช้างเติมเต็มคำว่าเพื่อน
ท่านผู้ชมครับโชว์เคสวันนี้เราอยู่กันที่สนามกอล์ฟ Black Mountain นะครับวันนี้มาร่วมงานBangkok Post Foundation แต่ว่าเทปนี้เราจะคุยกันกับนักกอล์ฟที่เล่นในเอเชียนทัวร์คนหนึ่งที่เคยออกรายการเราแล้วนะครับแล้วก็เป็นนักกอล์ฟที่ปักหลักอยู่ในเมืองไทยเพิ่งจะได้ลูกชายคนที่2เพิ่งจะมีลูกชายคนหนึ่งเมื่อไม่กี่วันที่ผ่านมาเองครับ Simon Yates ครับเดี๋ยวเขาซ้อมอยู่มาคุยกันเลย Morning Simon
Morning Jay
How are you buddy
Good thanks How are you doing
I'm very well
Good.
Congratulations on a new boy
Yeah thanks
So now a family of 4
Yeah family of 4 and that's it ended
How is the entire thing Are you getting any sleep
I am because the wife's sleeping in another bedroom with the little boy Harris. So no, I'm very lucky. She's been very nice, and she's sleeping in another bedroom, and I'm sleeping in the other bedroom with my other son. So it's actually normal. So it's all right.
So no change.
No change, no.
But then, even if there are something to be faced, I mean, the father of 2 now, so the experience is there to help.
Yeah, sure. I mean, the thing is, I always feel when having kids, it's nice to have 2 in a way because they can play together and they grow up together and rely on one another when they're older. So, yeah, 2 is a good number, I think. And as I said, it's finished.
Okay. Well, why don't you go back to practice or talk to you while we do this? We're stealing an interview, squeezing in every chance we have here before we begin our activity today. So you haven't touched the golf clubs in a few days.
Yeah, I haven't touched probably 10 days. I haven't touched the club. It's quite funny. I got the putter out and put it down on the ground. It just didn't feel right, and that's 10 days. I haven't hit any balls. So basically, you know, it's such a tough game in the aspect of that's why these guys on the tour are so good because they're so dedicated and every day they work on different aspects and
the club is part of their hand every day.
It's part of their hand, but even if you don't touch your club for 2-3 weeks, you come back and it feels slightly different. But if you don't touch it for a while, then it definitely takes a little bit of time to get back.
Okay.
So that's just hitting putts here. It just didn't feel right, but. Just feeling a little bit better now.
Why do you talk? Since we're here with you practicing, why don't you talk us through what are you looking for when you just first pop the ball onto the green like this? Speed control or
Speed's one of when you have long putts, the most important thing is speed control because your chances of holding 30, 40, 50 footers are very slim. So you need to get the right speed so you're not going to 3-putt. So you get the right speed that helps. But when you're inside sort of 10 feet. That's when you're looking to you wanting to make probably 60-70% of those putts. So this sort of distance here is a sort of distance that a lot of people will probably. This is what would you say? 17 feet, 15 feet.
Yeah.
15 feet.
15 feet.
This is one you probably think, okay, could make half of these, or if you do, you're putting very well. So I would say if I got on a green and hit to 15 feet, you know you've got a chance. But anything over this, it's you say it's all about speed control.
Now, given also that this is an uphill putt, you probably give it slightly more chance of making it.
Exactly, you can be a bit more aggressive because, well, look at me. My putting's never been the best part of my game, but if you look at it, I'm just short of the hole in both. But again,
ideally, you probably want to see these 2 right about here, right?
Exactly.
I mean, if he doesn't go
Exactly, you want to be about that.
Yeah.
So you really give yourself a chance. Now, as you say, if you're going uphill, you want to basically go past the hole and give yourself a chance. Downhill, it's more feel and just get it down by the hole, and if it rolls just past the hole, that's great.
Okay. So why don't we try that one maybe?
Which one? Over
kind
here?
Of a side hill down a little bit?
Downhill, yep, exactly. So again, this is one in a tournament you would be going, right, well, if we get the line and pace right, we've got a chance of holding it, but your chances of that getting both right from 20 feet, 25 feet are slim. You would probably out of 10 putts you would hold 1, maybe 2.
Okay, realistically 20% success?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, sounds good.
So that's all you would do. So yeah, I look behind, I'll show you what I would do. I would look behind, I would go to the other side of the hole, come this side, I'd look, and I'd go, right, the ball, I would say this, get 2 foot of break, and Jürgen, who teaches here at Black Mountain, always talks about the clock on the hole. So yeah, so you
12
get the hole
o'clock,
there,
6 o'clock.
Exactly.
Okay.
So this, he would say this would come in at probably 8 o'clock. So if you got
We're
the hole
assuming
there,
that the hole is 12.
well, not here. This is it here. Yeah, 12.
The straight is 12.
Straight. So this is 12 and 6 o'clock. So
Right.
8 o'clock would be coming in like that.
Okay.
So the actual ball would be coming in at 8
At the
o'clock.
hole.
At the
Oh,
hole
I
at
see,
8,
I
so
see.
it's coming in
Okay.
that way. And that's, you know, when I finished.
That's a good visual.
Yeah, well, when I finished 4th in the Thailand Open last year, I've been putting terrible. Just before Jurgen actually told me, he said, think of it as a clock and you watch the ball coming in from that side and you watch it going in to
The
the
hole's
hole,
the center of the
Yeah,
clock.
it's the centre, yeah, exactly.
Ah, okay.
So I really putted well that week and that's why I finished fourth.
You played very well this past year, buddy.
So yeah, there we go. For a
Now you can
part-timer.
afford your second child.
Yeah, they're not cheap, are they?
No, they're
You-
not.
You know that.
Well,
So,
from other people's experiences,
Yeah, so-
I'm the spoiling
Yeah, that's
uncle.
right. You're the spoiled uncle, I remember you telling me that. So basically, this one you're trying to get the pace right, but yeah, I'd say 8 o'clock coming in from, so you've got to try and visualise. Again, pace is very, very important. And I've gone too low, just low. Oh, you saw that?
I know.
So-
somebody was
Yeah, the
trying to
crowd were
make it
going.
for you.
So I knew, did you see me though? I said I knew it was low. I actually
Right.
thought it might miss by about that low, but it actually missed on the edge, hit the edge of the hole. So again, that actually would be a very good pace. You're only a foot and a half past the hole, so you
If
could
this was a competitive putt, you're pretty happy with that one.
Oh, sure you would. I
Right?
mean,
you gave yourself a chance. You're probably going to make that one up the hill.
knowing me not. No, I'm only
Come
kidding.
on.
No, this, yeah, you would definitely.
Would you do
make
anything
these
different if this is a champ? Let's say this next putt here.
ones. Yes.
If this was a championship putt, if you sink this, you lock the tournament. If you two putt, maybe you have to do a playoff. What would you do here now? 18
You're
hole,
not going to run it any further past than that, especially if you were uphill, then you would give it a real go. But if you're actually got this sort of putt down and across, and this is a tricky putt. Most people right to left are much easier putts than
Okay.
left to right.
So let's just say we'll click a switch, put you in tournament mode, 72nd hole for the championship or possibly playoff. Let's go.
Right, here we go. Right. Now you get down, and the most important thing is you've got to get the right pace. You don't want to leave yourself 5-6 feet coming back, and if you miss that, then you're not even in the playoffs. So
Right.
you've got to really get the pace right. So learning from the last one, I've got to hit it a little bit higher, the putt. So we're just working really on the pace here. You get a nice stroke here, try and get a nice feel. Very important to get a good rhythm when you're putting, like the golf swing. And you hit it a little bit higher. Remember this.
Looking pretty good.
See that, now I'm in the playoff.
Yes.
So I've given myself a chance. If I rolled it 5-6 feet past the hole and I miss it, I'd be very angry.
Can we talk a little bit about 2014? You kind of sum it up a little bit, your take, your feel, your own evaluation of 2014 for you.
I didn't play much golf till the end of the year. I only played 3 Asian Tour events up till October. I played a little bit on Asia. And again, I knew when I was playing that I was making a lot of silly mistakes, like stuff I would have never done before when I was playing a lot and playing really well. I said to my wife, I said, you know, I don't know if I want to play the last 6 tournaments a year. And she said, yep, go and play all 6 in a row and see how you go, because that's when you play tournaments in a row, you get a bit more feel, you get a bit more, you just get more understanding for the game. And by the end of the year, end of the 6 weeks, yeah, I finished 3rd in Dubai. A few weeks before I was 20-something, the weeks before I was 30-something. So you start getting more feel for everything. And
That's a really
yeah.
good result for a guy who doesn't compete all the time. I mean,
Yeah,
seriously,
really, and I think
realistically.
it was only to do with playing the tournaments before. If I'd just gone to Dubai and basically just teed it up there without playing anything before, I'd have probably missed the cut or just made the cut and finished 50th. But you're learning every week you play, you're learning, okay, what did I do wrong last week?
Right.
I mean, I was lying 13th in Chiang Mai the 2nd or 3rd week out. I was playing really, really good golf. And the first hole, it's quite funny. Well, it wasn't funny at the time. First hole, I went up, hit a perfect drive down the middle, and I got up to the ball and I went, oh, I forgot my pin sheet. Oh, Caddy, can you go and get a pin sheet?
That's a new story.
So, yeah, this wasn't too great. So what I did was I asked her to go back, run back, and I'll take the bag and I'll see her up at the green. So I hit a great shot into 8 feet, and it's a really hard hole, the first hole, and the pin was tucked, and I'm thinking, right, I feel good, I'm going to play really good today. And next thing I know, she's jumped on a buggy, and it's not allowed. So I've got a 2-shot penalty.
To start the day
Yeah,
with.
to start the day. So this putt's now for bogey. I miss it, and I'm already 2 over par, and it's like... And I played great the front 9, had 20 putts on the front 9 shot. Well, including my 2-shot penalty, I think 3 or 4 over, and came back in 2 under and shot.
For
1 over.
20 putt in front 9.
Oh, I played so good, didn't miss a green.
Wow.
I played unbelievable. It's the best I've played this year, even though I finished third in Dubai.
Right.
It was unbelievable how good I struck the ball, and it was just anything I looked at with a putter. And again, these sort of experiences, you know, well, I need to work on my putting. There's something not right at all. But it was quite funny because the first 3 days, I putted actually quite well, and then just suddenly a switch went off and it
What
reversed.
happened? Do you know what happened? Because sometimes we see that on TV. We see that with tour pros. They couldn't putt to save their life.
Yeah.
And then next day it's a great. It could go either way. I mean, it could go great to worse or from worse to great.
Well, you'd think because it's the last round. I mean, I was lying 13th. There's a little bit more pressure. If I play well, I can finish top 5.
Right.
If I don't, but I didn't feel that much pressure. But yeah, just my stroke rhythm, everything was out. And you know, because I'm not a hard practicer, and I should be, like all these guys should be.
This is actually the nice way of saying it.
Yeah, I'm very lazy. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's probably what happened. Under pressure, my punt and stroke didn't hold up, and that was it basically at the end of the day, Jay.
Okay.
So, but again, I was so happy the way I hit it, and at that time I knew I could come back and start playing competitive again.
Okay.
Just the playing side, but
Good. So
short
the
game is very important.
the mental side kicks back in.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
the
So
golfers start to come back a little.
So the next 3 weeks, yeah, in Indonesia I finished 20 something, and then Amata I missed the cut, and then I finished third in Dubai. So
Great.
yeah, just it was interesting.
Well, thank you very much for spending time with us. Looking
thanks,
forward to
Jay.
see your result in 2015.
Yeah, thanks, Jay. I will
And-
practice harder.
One more thing is,
Yes.
I'm told, and I've known this for a few years now, I just never had a chance.
Yeah.
I need to jump into a car as a passenger when you drive at least once. They
Oh.
told me that in a proper car, probably your latest GTR, I'm supposed to be, you know, you're supposed to scare my wits off.
You probably
scared
would be.
Johan last year, didn't you?
No, I didn't. I didn't scare him. I didn't have it then.
Oh, okay.
Um,
In Tong Chai's car.
Yeah, I've been in Tongchai's car. He had a GTR, and ever since probably 3 years ago, I got in and drove Tongchai's GTR. I said, I
Had an
want
itch
one
for
of
one,
these.
huh?
I needed one of them, and it's just an amazing piece of car. So I'll take you out and scare you just a little bit, not too much.
I'm looking forward to be scared. I'll bring my barf back with me. Thank you, Simon.
Thanks, Jay. Cheers.
Cheers.
สนับสนุนโดยช้าง
ช้างเติมเต็มคำว่าเพื่อน